Okay, so in about an hour from now, my mom's going to be dropping me off to see the early screening for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So, before I go see the fourth movie, it's time I review the Planet of the Apes trilogy. So, yeah, welcome back to another triple movie review on the channel. So, we're getting Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes this Friday. I've been hearing many positive reviews for it, and I'm expecting this to somewhat crawl into my top 10 favorite movies of 2024. Most likely taking the number one spot until a certain Marvel movie takes the number one spot and stays in that number one spot for the entirety of 2024, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, since we're getting a Planet of the Apes movie, yeah, this would be the perfect time to talk about my thoughts on the trilogy, because I'm shocked to have found out about this, and that is that apparently Planet of the Apes is one of the greatest trilogies made of all time. I mean, I didn't think folks would be saying that, like, wait, people really love these movies? I mean, not to say I disagree. I do like these movies. I mean, I have a soft spot for the first movie, but I was shocked we had gotten 2 and 3, which I'll talk about my quick thoughts on my experiences with all films. But with that being said, when will you be seeing this? Most likely tomorrow. And I would have had a reaction out today, but unfortunately, it was blocked. I should have saw that coming. I'm still trying to recover from what the frick I just witnessed. Like, did Magneto kill my boy Wolverine? Okay, slight spoilers there for X-Men 97. Also, I just finished building this Lego set because I had to, as I so happened to be wearing an X-Men shirt, but I'll be wearing this next Wednesday, so stay tuned for that series finale, not series finale, season 1 finale. I hope we get a second season next year, because I don't think I could wait any longer. I need a second season right after next week's episode finale. Okay, that was totally off topic, but anyways, I wanted to make this review before going to see the fourth movie in just about an hour from now, so let's try to speed run this if I can. This video could most likely be 30 minutes long. And I currently have storage issues going on. Wait, I should have made an update. Well, hold on. What videos was I planning on making for today? I totally forgot. I mean, I was supposed to make this yesterday after watching War of the Planet of the Apes, but that took a while for me to get to that movie because I was busy editing my movie vlog for The Amazing Spider-Man. I was supposed to do a random vlogs of 2024. Guess I'll have to do that tomorrow. But, quick side note, I will be posting an update, Macros update video, as it's been a year, once again, since I've made one, but I'm expecting this to be my last one, unless I eat my own words and make a 27th update video. I don't know, we shall see. But, this update, I'm definitely gonna want to update y'all about some certain stuff that'll be happening for the next few months, from I guess now to August, mainly in August. But yeah, I did have to replan everything for the next 2 weeks, or the entirety of May, because after coming back to that Star Wars marathon, which, by the way, here's a cup I collected. I did not thought through about how much storage issues I was going to get. So, yeah, I cleared out any other videos I wanted to catch up, and I'm trying to post any videos that are the reason I have storage issues, that are causing me to have storage issues, which would be my day 3 to 5 Orlando vlogs, for example. So, expect those sometime this month, even though those videos were made about a year ago. Only reason I'm posting them now is because I accidentally freed up my space in Google Photos last year. What a dumbass I am. Okay, I'm getting off topic. You'll see this tomorrow, but I will be posting an out theater reaction, which that you will already seen. Still though, let's just get on with the review, shall we? So, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I have a soft spot for this movie. I recall watching it around when I was a little kid. I'd be shocked if I did saw this in theaters, because apparently my mom has taken me to theater a lot as a little baby, in fact. So I could have seen Avatar when I was like probably 3 years old. But I don't recall seeing this in theaters. I most likely saw this at home, but this is an interesting movie for me, but yeah, for years now I've had a soft spot for it. And I still do to this day. And yeah, I guess I could include this as part of my childhood movies list thing. I don't know, I just recall watching this as a kid and just, yeah, I liked it. I mean, I didn't understand it back then. I have a better understanding on some certain bits here and there now that I'm older. Especially with, well, which scene do I begin with? Because I don't know which parts I was confused about. Probably about why, Patient Zero just died of a nosebleed. I don't know. I wasn't aware about the whole virus thing until I rewatched it recently, just because, like, just basically, now rewatching it recently, I have a better understanding of whatever the hell I was confused with when I watched this movie as a kid for the first time. If I recall correctly, I think I had this as, like, my personal favorite in the trilogy. I mean, I have seen Dawn and War later on, which, again, I'll explain how I was shocked to find out we had gotten 2 sequels later afterwards. But yeah, I could say this is my personal favorite in the trilogy, as I have a soft spot for it, as I've said before. But as I've mentioned earlier, I'm shocked to find out that, oh, so this is, Planet of the Apes is in that category of greatest trilogies of all time. Of, I guess, greatest trilogies ever made, if you get the gist. I mean, I didn't know that these movies were that peak or that everyone had enjoyed them that much. I just recall liking it despite being slightly concerned with the ending or mainly just the credits, which I'm going to talk about that in a sec. Now, I'll say this. I don't know if I have any nitpicks for this movie. All I can think about are some pros that I have. Like, one, I like most of the cast in here, especially seeing Harry Osborn. I mean, James Franco. Sorry, I got mixed up. But yeah, Harry Osborn is in this movie. But I guess that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed this movie a lot, because I recognized him from the Spider-Man trilogy. But James Franco's character isn't the main character for this movie. It's actually Caesar, who, another thing I'm shocked to find out, but I'm gonna agree with most folks, now having to watch the movies in preparation. Caesar is definitely an awesome protagonist. Like, he's in that category of, I can't remember the word, but basically it would go with, greatest character of all time. So, like, similar to Luke Skywalker, I guess. But here's another thing I'm shocked to find out. I don't know when I found out about this, but I can't believe that Caesar was played by Andy Serkis. I mean, I know that actors did some mocap motion for most of the apes. And I will say this, the visuals do look pretty good in here, for the most part. But they are better in 2 and 3. But still, though, I just did not know that Andy Serkis played Caesar. Like, what the heck? But wanna know what was the best moment in this entire movie? When Caesar said his first word. No! How's that? I'll say this. I was enjoying most of the movie, but then once hit the fan when Caesar had attacked a human being for being a little pissed off with the, James Franco's character, Dad. Yeah, I was feeling bad that, oh great, he's now in monkey jail, but later on, I was just shocked that the rest of the movie had kind of went crazy as the apes had risen. Sorry, that was a hiccup / burp there. But no, basically just the last few minutes of the movie, I guess the entirety of the third act, was just overall crazy. I mean, again, I didn't understand most of this back then, but I thought this was pretty cool to watch and entertaining. Just seeing the apes rise. Therefore the title, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And speaking about the third act, I think that was probably the most entertaining part for me on this movie. I mean, again, I can't think of any nitpicks I have for this, because I've had a soft spot for this for, like, a while when I first saw it as a kid. About pretty much 13 years ago. But yeah, I overall really enjoyed this movie, and I still do to this day. I will say this. R.I.P. to Draco Malfoy in this movie. Yeah, he he shouldn't have messed with the monkeys. Technically, they're not monkeys, they're apes, but you got what I mean. Dude should have really just walked away, but instead, yeah, y'all, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, moving on. For my rating of the movie, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Overall solid, but now, like, let's talk about the end credits, so, I'm aware that there's no more humans by the fourth movie, well, there technically is, but, like, yeah, humanity is kinda, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, the apes now rule the planet, but it's all thanks to a virus that sadly got out, and there's only 3 people that are responsible for this virus that got created. The nosy neighbor that got sick from patient 0, that was working with the creator of this virus, James Franco's character. So he's responsible for bringing the end of humanity. Oh, dear God. But just seeing how it just quickly spread all over the globe, oh my God. That whole credits is honestly just terrifying to look at and to even think about. Technically, that basically happened like 4 years ago. Wanna know what happened 4 years ago? COVID-19! Imagine this virus in the movie was COVID-19 and, it spread all over the globe and we were in quarantine. Now, sure, everyone were, freaking out, oh God, are we gonna die? Is there gonna be a zombie apocalypse or whatever? We're fine. I mean, it's still around. We just have, vaccines or whatever. I unfortunately have gotten it twice, and I hope I don't have it for the 3rd time, as I'm currently a bit sick at the moment. But still, I will say this, that the credits it's just terrifying to watch, just seeing how quickly that virus had spread over the globe. Which would then, I guess, set up Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And I will say this, I was shocked to find out that we had gotten a sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, I recall going to the theater, probably seeing Transformers Age of Extinction at the time, in 2014, and I see a poster, and it took me a sec to realize, wait a second. I know this monkey. Is this Caesar? Wait, whoa, what is this? The broken bridge in the background, but wait. There's a second movie? I could not believe that we had gotten a sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now, sadly I didn't see this in theaters, because I most likely watched it at home, but, as I said, I recall watching Dawn and War, but I barely recall much about 2 and 3, mainly just 2, and as I just rewatched it recently, I don't know how the hell I had forgotten most about this movie. I remember at least 25% of it, mainly around, like, the end on, like, some bits here and there, but when I rewatched this movie, I'm like, how the hell did I forget most of this movie? This movie's a goddamn masterpiece! Because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes would basically be in that category for best sequel of all time, like, apparently Empire Strikes Back, which I need to rewatch it again just to see why that's the best in the original trilogy. But I now finally understand why Spider-Man 2 is in that category. So, like, no, it would be in that category for, I guess, Terminator 2, Spider-Man 2, X-Men 2, Captain America Winter Soldier. You get the idea. This is a thing for, like, best sequel of all time. Especially with Across the Spider-Verse, because that's also in that category. But, my God, this movie rolls. I seriously thought this was just perfection. Like, I can't even think any nitpicks. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, because, like, it just blows my mind that I find this movie to be absolute perfection. That sounds like a rare thing for me, because I usually just like whatever I like seeing on screen. Now, back then I'd be giving everything 10 out of 10. Now that I'm a little older and stuff, I'm, like, trying to be fair with my ratings. Like, for example, Madam Web. Yeah, no, I don't think I would have given that a 10 out of 10 if I saw that as a young kid. Although, stay tuned for my movie review on that next week. But just 10 or 25 minutes into this movie, I automatically gave it a 10 out of 10. And my rating did not go up and down as I watched the movie. It just stayed there. From when I just, like, screw it, 10 out of 10. I'm not even finished with this movie, but 10 out of 10. Like, it was there, and it stayed 10 out of 10 to the end of the movie. Like, what the hell? I wonder who's the director of this movie? Matt freaking Reeves! The man who brought us the Batman! I guess that would explain, because the dude made one of my favorite movies from 2022, which is Peak Cinema, a cinematic masterpiece. One of the best superhero movies ever made. The Batman. And I'm still pissed that the part 2 got delayed to 2026. But no, seriously, this movie was freaking awesome. And it's definitely added on my top 10 best movies of 2024. Not 24. 2014, I mean. You won't be seeing that where I make my top 10 best movies of 2024 until, like, the end of this year. I will be doing a video of top 10 best movies of 2014 since it's now been 10... Like, I can't believe 2014 was, like, 10 years ago. Holy But stay tuned for that. Holy this movie's gonna be 10 years old by this July! Like, honestly, though, I'm totally speechless. I don't even know what I could say about this movie. I just found it to be absolute perfection. I got no words for it. Like, what the hell? How is this movie so damn good? I will say, as the third act was definitely entertaining, just seeing Caesar fight Killbot. Like, I could talk about my thoughts on it, but, like, where the hell do I begin? Because, again, this movie is just absolute perfection. Like, what the fuck? 10 out of 10. As I've said before, 10 out of 10. Because I thought this was awesome. And with how the movie had ended, that then had set up the third and final, what was going to be the final movie in this trilogy, which is no longer going to be a trilogy by this Friday, War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, I did not know they made a sequel for the third one, but I was aware that we were getting a third one as I saw previews for it, like, oh snap, we're getting a third one, and well, what's going on here? It looks like this movie's about to be back crazy or something. Now, I may not remember much about the first time I saw Rise. I'm pretty sure I saw it at home, and I guess the same can go for Dawn. But I do remember a little bit of my experience with War for the Planet of the Apes, as I recall watching this movie in my dad's RV when I was visiting him, most likely around Christmas of 2017. I would remember seeing ads for it, but, like, I never got the chance to see it in theaters. Then again, I guess I wasn't interested back then, or I don't know. Like, this was, 2017 was like 7 years ago. But yeah, first time I watched it, I remember sort of liking it, but felt, like, mixed on it. My rating for it would have probably been a 6 out of 10, my first time seeing it, but I've only seen War for the Planet of the Apes twice now. as I did watch it last night, so yeah, I've seen this movie twice now. And having to rewatch it, my rating has gone up a bit, because, yeah, this is a pretty good movie. But Dawn is the best in the trilogy, I will say this. Well, I have the first one as my personal favorite, the second one. Actually, I may just swap that out, I mean, because Dawn is just that good. Okay, I gotta bleep out these cuss words. I mean, I could give this a 10 out of 10, but there's a scene that happens in this movie where Caesar's wife and son, who was a character I liked in the last one, and I'm like, why the hell would you kill him off in this one? Now, luckily, his other son lives, which thank God for that, which therefore continues the bloodline, as the fourth one will be taking place 300 years after war. Still, though, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 just because Caesar's wife and older son were killed off. That pissed me off. But no, yeah, this movie was honestly tragic. I mean, and I mean that in a positive way. I don't know how to explain. I mean, I guess words can't describe about this being like the final movie in the trilogy, which was going to be the final movie until Kingdom happened, which will be out this Friday. But no, I kind of found this movie to just be tragic at times, or on certain scenes, I guess. But yeah, second rewatch, I basically liked it a lot more, and I guess that would make sense because now I'm a bit older now. Because while I, for some reason, could not remember jack for Dawn, I remembered pretty much most of War, like mainly around the ending. Because that's what kind of made it a mixed bag for me, because Caesar died at the end, and I'm like, no! I most likely probably cried. There's a possible chance I could have cried when Caesar died at the end of the movie. Which is kind of shocking. That's basically somewhat similar to when Logan died on screen, although I was not happy about that. I was sobbing like a baby when I first saw that in theaters. Now, of course, my opinion has changed on Logan, although I still don't see why it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. I guess I'm going to have to rewatch it again this July in preparation for DP movie, which is short for Double Wolverine. But still, though, now, I can say I'm still sad that he died at the end, but I might as well say that he went out with a bang. I mean, Caesar is again, as I've said earlier, he's in that category for greatest character of all time, or just, I mean, Caesar's just a cool character. Like, honestly, I can't believe I forgot how much I really love Caesar as a character. As I also just love the world building with the apes, as I care for them. Even though that humanity is basically dying thanks to a virus. Like, no, seriously though, I love how these apes have grown some intelligence for over the past couple of years. I don't know. There's a lot I could say that I loved about Planet of the Apes. And having just rewatched these movies, yeah, I can now see why Planet of the Apes was one of the greatest trilogies ever made. Like, goddamn, these movies were that good. I mean, 2 and 3 are basically better than 1, but 1 is still going to be, I guess, my personal favorite, unless I just swap it out with Dawn, because, my God, I can't believe that Dawn, like, how did I forget most about Dawn of Planet of the Apes? Oh, speaking about viruses, the virus mutated in this movie, unfortunately, therefore that would be killing off the humans for good, as you get a nosebleed, you lose your speech to talk, and I guess you just grow aggressive, like, act like an actual ape or something, so, I feel bad for the humans. But I did like Woody Harrelson? I forgot his last name! Still, it's the same actor that played Carnage from Venom 2. I did like him in this movie, and I'll admit, first time watching it, I was confused why he then would just kill himself afterwards, but now, rewatching it, I have a better understanding on certain moments here and there. And while I hate his guts for killing Caesar's wife and kid, which technically was supposed to kill Caesar, but he ended up killing his wife and kid instead, I slightly felt bad for how he just kind of went out, because... And I now can see how he even got sick, because he had the little girl's doll, which the little girl would be Nova. She was later on named Nova, around like the third act of the movie. He got sick because that doll had the virus because of its blood. Like, oh my God, this whole virus thing is just crazy. Like, these movies blow my mind. But my quick thoughts on it, I just found it to be tragic at times, but I do mean it in a positive way. Now, I don't know if I have any nitpicks for it, as far as I can tell. I mean, overall, I would say that this was a pretty solid movie, but again, I would say Dawn's the best. But my rating for it is going to be a 9 out of 10. As I've said before, I can't give it a 10 out of 10, just for the Colonel killing off Caesar's wife and kid. No way, that's not getting a pass from me. I will say this before I end it off here. Caesar was a badass in this movie, and as I've said before, he went out with a bang at the end. In Rise, he said his first word. Second, he was speaking a little bit, but in third one, he's talking a lot. While the other apes or using sign language. But in here, no, he's full on speaking like a human being. But seriously though, he was badass in this movie. Then again, he was badass throughout this entire trilogy. But in here, I guess he was badass the most. I mean, he was badass in the first movie as he began to rise with the apes. Then second one, he was pretty badass fighting off Koba. And just, in here, he was just badass 10 times more, I guess. Well, that being said, I guess those are just my quick thoughts on the Planet of the Apes trilogy for Rise, Dawn, then War. And, yeah, as I said before, I can now see why these movies are, I guess, peak cinema. And now that I've seen all 3 movies, yeah, I'm pretty pumped to see what they got cooking up for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, because I think we have another trilogy coming along the way. Don't know whether they're going to title 5 and 6. Those have been greenlit. Have those been greenlit already? But, yeah, my rating for this trilogy? 10 out of 10. Like, wowza. But, yeah, those are just my quick thoughts on the Planet of the Apes trilogy. So be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And, yeah, I'll see you all for my official movie review for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which might be half movie vlog, then half full-on movie review, which will be this Friday. But I will be posting an out-theater reaction, which you'll already see that, because, again, I'm most likely posting this tomorrow, as today's date is Wednesday, May 8th. Yeah. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'd say peace out, but I'm gonna say this instead. Apes, together, strong! God, that is a cool catchphrase! Okay, so originally I was supposed to have this separately, but I guess I'm adding a quick, well, I didn't even film a movie vlog, unfortunately, but just, yeah, I was supposed to post my review on the trilogy a while ago, but this week's been kinda disappointing, let's just say, but I'm not gonna go full detail there, but just, we finally saw Kingdom of the Planet, well, they finally saw, as I've already mentioned, I did an out-there reaction. What? What do you want me to pause it for? Alrighty. I even wanted to bring up to my attention about TikTok being banned, but oh my lord, oh my god, I gotta shave again. Oh, I have a full-grown mustache. Anyway, so just, yeah, I've already seen the movie as of 3 days ago when I went to an early screening, but they haven't. And, Mom, just thoughts on the movie?
It was cool. Well done.
Yeah, I told you it was gonna be bomb, right?
It's bomb.
Now,
you said there was gonna be more than one?
Alright, so, yeah, as I mentioned, I did an out-theater reaction, but for here, I'm just combining this to my trilogy review, as this is going to be the second video I talk about 4 movies, my second quadruple review, but I mentioned how basically I want the next one immediately after what the last movie had just set up with its ending, and, yesterday they announced that we're getting a 9-saga movie series of Planet of the Apes. Now, of course, we're only 4 down.
This one was Kingdom, but the whole thing is Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. So we're 4 down with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now we got 5 more to go, so...
5 more movies.
Yeah, 5 more movies! I'm like, yes! Yes! What a wonderful day!
What a wonderful day!
Let's go! In other news, we're getting a 3rd Godzilla X Kong movie. Let's fucking go! Oh my glory! And this is something I forgot to bring up. For a few months now, I did also brought this up in my movie vlog recently this week for The Amazing Spider-Man. How I was upset, like, I haven't seen the Devil Green trailer as I've gone to the movies. Blur my face out. Oh, good lordy. But I am so happy I finally got to see, like, finally when I went to go see the movie this week, the trailer play, I'm like, yes, finally! Now they play the Green Band one since, you know, it's got full of curse words. They can't play that unless you're watching an R-rated movie maybe, but just, no, I was happy about that, like, yes, finally! Oh god, that was killing me, but just, I can't wait to see Devil Wolverine. But anyways, with that being said, we're not gonna dump spoilers in here, because, no, since I don't know, I didn't plan this well, so I'm improvising, but just, what's someone's rating gonna be for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Rating? 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I knew Mom would enjoy this. Actually, she missed the opening scene. Luckily, I recorded it for her, and just thoughts on that, because...
Record it, don't say that. It's a copyright, dude.
I'm not gonna add it to the thing.
I'm just saying, you can't copy stuff. But thank you for letting me see it.
Yeah.
I miss it now.
Yeah, so thoughts on that, because I was totally surprised, like, oh!
Slam the king.
Yeah. Apes together. No, I mentioned about how the opening and the ending were like the best parts. The opening, just like I didn't expect it to open up with Caesar's
But I like that
funeral.
orangutan. So
Raka.
different. Yeah, he looks different than the other one. The other one has a really big face.
Yeah, but just Raka was kind of MVP in here, but
MVP, man.
you're sad he
Maybe
was.
he'll come back out.
Oh right,
He
speaking of.
didn't really say what happened to him. Maybe he'll
I watched
come back out.
I watched a breakdown video, and apparently, if you stay till the credits, you could hear a orangutan roar,
Yeah.
hinting that he's.
He's not down.
I'm just noticing he's put his shoe on. Get that out of my face, but just. So I'm pleased to hear about that. So like, oh, Rocco's alive! Good, let's go, because I like this dude.
Maybe.
Well, we would have stayed. We didn't stay to the credits, but I watched a breakdown video, and they mentioned about it. So like,
Like,
he's
listen.
alive? Yes, let's go. Rocca, yes, he most likely survived.
Like in the sound. Yeah, like the sound.
No,
in
if
the
we stayed
background.
till the credits, we could have heard a orangutan roar. But yeah,
It was awesome that he got the birds. The eagles.
eagles, yes, they're called
They were
eagles.
on his side by then.
Yeah, but actually, you were wondering if Noah was related to Caesar.
Like the
I did.
bloodline.
I did Google it as the movie was starting. Like, wait, this is gonna bug me. I need to look it up, and it is confirmed that he is not related to Caesar.
It's not related. Oh.
Now, part of me is like, ah, dang, I
I
kind of
wonder
wish
if
he
they're gonna
was.
talk about a bloodline from him.
I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know. I mean, the movie
They said
takes
that they
place
didn't-
300. The movie takes place 300 years later, which is
crazy
shocking.
that the whole military stuff still worked by then.
Also, you thought that old guy was the general from the last movie.
I thought it was, but he's just somebody they captured.
Yeah, but no, the general died. He got infected, and had because he couldn't speak, so he just wanted to put himself out of his misery. I mean, Caesar
he
wanted
wouldn't survive 300 years.
Caesar wanted to kill him, but once he saw that he was infected, like, oh, I can't do it. But then he was like, no, let me do it. I just want to be thrown out of my misery and stuff. But you did watch the movie recently. You've forgotten already most of it.
No. There were
About
parts,
war, I mean.
But no, it's just that they took details and then they changed them a little bit. So you want to think that it's going to be the bloodline of him because they're trying to survive. But you don't know. I don't know how the storyline starts.
Yeah, but I definitely liked how this movie opened up. That was definitely the best part, just the opening of just Caesar's funeral. Like it was so. I've never seen any of the movies in theaters, but like that was like this is the first I'm seeing in theaters Planet of the Apes, and just seeing Caesar on the big screen, which I'm sad that he's dead. I'm a bit upset. That was sad, but hey, he went out with a bang in the third movie because he was badass. Oh, he was just straight up badass. Okay, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Still though, I liked how that opened it up, and then it said many generations later, which would be 300 years. They did say this movie would take place 300 years later, which is bonkers crazy. But the ending I definitely enjoyed because of what it set up. Like, not to say this could happen, but it could be going to space. How? I don't freaking know. I don't know much lore about the Planet of the Apes because we had done other
they were
movies.
looking at the scope.
Yeah, I know there's other movies before we had gotten the modern one, but just like, I gotta do my research because the way they tease at the end, I'm like, what is the next one gonna be titled? Because are they gonna go to the moon or something? I don't know, but hey, it looks like mostly humans survived the virus years later.
Many have survived, but not most. There's many that are there, but I don't know how they're living. They're living in like a bunker or something.
In an underground bunker.
Yeah.
While the rest are, I guess, cavemen.
Surviving in some way, but those are the ones that it looks like that they don't talk.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. But yeah, I was upset to know that, no, Rocket died! I actually like that orangutan! But once I watched the breakdown video, I'm like, he's alive? He's alive? Yes, let's go! But
It's a different one.
I guess there's a different types of orangutans, but I definitely liked Noah as a main character, but Proximus Caesar. No, yeah, he ate up, but I wish we got a little more screen time of him. He didn't have much screen time, but he was pretty good in the movie. But yeah, as I mentioned in my out theater reaction, yeah, this is another solid entry into. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on Kingdom of Planet of the Apes?
Infinity out of infinity, and the part that was funny when he said the
Okay, yeah. There's a scene in the movie where Noah learns the S bomb when the character May,
Says it.
yeah, and it's like,
He's like, what does this mean?
oh, yeah, but this is definitely another solid entry into the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes series, and as I mentioned before, I'm now happy to know that we're getting like 5 more movies after this. Like, hell freaking yes!
I'm
And
curious
so,
about the storyline.
yeah, I want to know what they're gonna
300
title.
years later, how the heck does Salvation survive?
We're getting 2 more trilogies basically. After number 6, we're getting a new trilogy. I don't know if that's going to take place 300 years later again or something, but just, I wonder what they're going to title the next one. Since we got Rise, Dawn, War, now Kingdom. What are they going to title the 5th one? What's the 5th one going to be about? I don't know. Either way, well, what do you think is going to be titled?
I think that's going to be his dad. And
His dad died in the movie. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Today's been like somewhat of a crazy day, and it's freaking hot out. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, God. I am in the car. They're getting boba. Boba drinks in there. I have no interest, but I'm basically gonna die in this heat if I stay in this car. But, oh well. That was it, I guess. But yeah, sorry, this is a bit of a sloppy, spoiler-ish review on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. As I said before, this week has been a rough one for me, and I would like to bring up something personal in a Metro's update that I shall be filming soon, most likely after I post this. I should have already posted this, but now I'm adding it to my triple movie review, which is now going to be turned into a quadruple movie review. Oh, good lordy, what am I doing? But yeah, I went to go see the movie again with them today, and yeah, everyone enjoyed it. I know my mom was pleased with it. I knew she was gonna love it. But yeah, just to sum up my quick spoilers thoughts, yeah, I really dug this movie. This is definitely another solid entry into the series. I dug most of the characters, the story. The visuals are definitely a pro in here, because, like, good golly, the visuals are pretty good, top notch. If you, like, they basically are as good as the visuals from Avatar: The Way of Water, or the Avatar movies, pretty much. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the opening scene, just the quick opening scene of Caesar's funeral. Like, no, that was pretty good. That was definitely one of the best parts of this movie. And I don't know if I could think of any nitpicks, honestly. I mean, like, these movies are so freaking good. Like, what the actual hell? I underestimated this series, because, like, once I saw the trailer, I recall watching the movies, but I was like, okay, I recall liking the movies and stuff. We're getting a new one. And I'll admit, I guess I was somewhat skeptical, or just thinking the same like everyone else, to where, like, oh, this could end up being bad, but hey, if I like it, I like it. But I ended up loving it. This is definitely going to be going on my top 10 list of favorite movies of 2024. And luckily, everyone had their worries gone away going into this, although I am slightly worried that we could have another sequel trilogy situation, like with the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I don't know why, because this is 20th Century Fox is under the Disney brand, but I think we'll be fine, because Wes Bell is the director of this new trilogy, who's directed the Maze Runner movies, which I haven't seen those in a while now, and the first one is about to be 10 years old, good golly. But still though, yeah, like I mentioned, this is definitely another solid entry into the series, and I expect the 5th one to be a superior sequel for this trilogy. Like, no. And there's another best part about this movie is the ending. I mean, I overall really enjoyed this movie. The third act is definitely entertaining for me, especially seeing Noah go up against Proximus Caesar, who, again, was fantastic in this movie. Just wish he had more screen time, but I definitely like Noah as a main character, especially Raga, who was the MVP. Sadly, he quote-unquote died, but he may have survived, which that pleases me to hear. Just like, yes, give me more Raga. This dude was the MVP of this movie. The ending, I just can't stop thinking about the ending. It sets up so much more. They're teasing. I doubt the apes are gonna try to go to space, which would be crazy bonkers, but just, I don't know. I know a little bit about the lore, something that has to do with time travel, or like how a spaceship got lost into space, and then they come back and they find that their home world has turned into a planet of apes or something. I don't know. I definitely need to do my research, but like, they're setting up so much with how the movie ended, and just like, and yeah, they did confirm we're getting a 9-movie saga. They're making the first 3 part of the saga. We're not like that, oh, this movie is the first and we're getting 8 more after this. Really, we're getting 5 more, which, either way, I'm down for it. And yeah, this kind of feels like a new hope for me. Like, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes feels like a new, like, you know how Star Wars Episode 4, titled A New Hope? That's what this movie feels like to me for some reason. I don't know why I'm even comparing it to Star Wars, but just, I'm somewhat getting that vibe. And yeah, part of me did wish that Noah was related to Caesar. I don't know, I would like to see if they could explore more about his legacy in here, because Caesar basically just went down as an ape legend. But yeah, I will be seated day one for when we get the 5th movie, which will probably be in 3 years from now. Who freaking knows? It takes time just to make these movies, because everyone's in mocap suits, which they did say they're gonna release it. Like, once they release it on Blu-ray and DVD and stuff, they'll have a full movie of them without CGI and full mocaps. I would like to see how they pull this off. I'll watch a movie of it unedited with everyone just in mocaps. Like, when like, I want to collect all the Planet of the Apes movies, mainly the first 3, and then this one once it's out on DVD. But yeah, my overall rating, 10 out of 10. I think this is my ranking so far, just Rise, War, Kingdom, then Dawn. Dawn's definitely the best. That movie's a freaking masterpiece, but I expect number 5 to be another superior sequel like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Unless it tops Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know. You know, there's a thing for, like, sequels being the best in the trilogy and stuff, like Top Gun Maverick, The Dark Knight, or Spider-Man 2. You get the idea. But yeah. Apes together, stronger than ever. Oh, I can't wait for this freaking saga. I'm getting 2 more just 2 more trilogies, basically. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this review, which was supposed to be separate, but now I'm adding this into my triple review, therefore turning this into a quadruple review. I may do a review, who knows? I don't know. Maybe just to, and why would I do a review? Just to have it proper or something? I don't know. Like, I didn't plan it to be like this, but, oh well, I'm improvising, and I'm causing storage for this, because I still haven't fully edited. I was editing it, but, oh god, and oh my god, I'm burning up in here. Jesus, it is freaking hot out here. But yeah, definitely go see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters, and IMAX especially. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next quadruple, or movie review. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.